Hey everyone, I'm so excited to have you join us today. If you enjoy, you're in the right place. Before we dive into today's video, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. We're building an awesome community here, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. The Black Scythe, still hunting the goblin. Goblin annihilation. Experience point triple buff is in effect. Experience points plus 0, 4%, gold plus 3, additional gold plus 1. Current kill count, 500. Rune of Slaughter grants a 100% boost to all stats. Skeletal Bone Necklace increases attack speed by 25%. Amidst his relentless massacre of goblins, Ryo took a moment to assess his collected gold and said, "I've earned close to 2,000 gold already. At this rate, I'll easily be able to collect 20,000 gold during the second wave. No, I will save more gold this round and buy 2 common skills. If I can do that, I'll be able to obtain the heart's true thoughts rune." With his target set, he swung his scythe. Swift and deadly strikes echoed through the air. Each swung of the scythe could claim the lives of up 4 goblins. The goblins, sensing his prowess, timidly retreated from Ryo's path. Ryo said, "You're not coming? If you won't, then I'll come to you." As the sound of the horn signaled the end, a message materialized before him. "You've succeeded in blocking the first wave. Surviving players, 3,933 deceased players, 967. Each surviving player will be rewarded with 500 gold. Approximately 80% of the initial 4,900 players had persevered." Ryo said, "Even if they're weakened, goblins can't be ignored." In any case, just where is he? There, he spotted Jungsik, gasping for breath. And he said too, as accepted, he survived. Well, it'll be difficult for him to get by this round. Jungsik panted heavily and said, "Damn! These bastards aren't killing the goblins and are only after me." Someone was about to stab Jungsik from behind, but the black dragon repelled it. Jungsik said, "Thankfully I have those bastards. Thanks to them protecting me like meat shells, I managed to survive the first wave." Ryumin said, "Are you okay?" Jungsik said silently, "That bastard is following me even though I didn't use the command of authority." The bleeding from the initial surprise attack had been severe. Jungsik wondered, "I'm bleeding too heavily. Can I survive in this state for the remaining time? I'll tenaciously survive. And I'll pass the round as if I'm showing off." Accompanying the sound of the horn, a message materialized before High. 30 minutes had passed since the first wave commenced. Second wave. 3,933 players versus weakened goblins and hobgoblins, 7,866 in total. Due to the nature of the round, the goblins are at the thrid of their usual strength. We pray for your success and bottle during the merciless goblin slaughter. A welcome transformation occurred. Ryo had reached his desired level 20, rank upgraded from apprentice to regular. You may now start using the combination function. Ryo said, "I did it, I'm finally level 20. Now I can use the combination function to create unique items that I can't be obtained in the store." Once again, his attention was drawn to the message window. With the rank upgrade, the skill Seal of Death has been enhanced. Additional damage from the Seal of Death skill increased from 100% to 120%. Additionally, you have acquired the exclusive skill Knight of Death for Reapers. The next skill will automatically be acquired at level 40. Upon becoming a regular, his existing skills were enhanced. Now he can deal an additional 120% damage with the Seal of Death. Not only that, but he also learned a new skill. Exclusive skill, Knight of Death effect. Disperses an aura of darkness within a 500 m radius, creating an artificial night. The caster can deactivate it at will. The explanation was brief, but the effect couldn't be ignored. It's a skill that complements the Rune of the Night, which grows stronger during nighttime. Due to the rune's characteristics, Attack speed increased by 50% during the night, and perception probability drastically decreased. As he closed his status window, that goblins rushed toward him. Then he said, "Welcome, I've just learned a new skill." He immediately cast the Night of Death. The space within a 500 meters radius was engulfed darkness. With a 50% increased attack speed, he busily slaughtered the goblins, successfully defended the second wave. Surviving players, 3,343. Deceased players, 590. Each surviving player will be rewarded with 500 gold. Upon reaching level 21, the second wave came to an end. Fortunately, Ryu Min was able to reach his target of accumulating 20,000 gold. Now he can buy the common skill. Without delay, Ryu opened the shop window and searched for the desired skill. And he said silently, "The first common skill I'll buy is presence detection. With this skill, you can identify all targets within 30 meters radius. It seems the only thing within 30 meters of me are goblin corpses. Then should L save up another 20,000 gold?" Third wave, 3,343 players versus weakened hobgoblins, 6,686 in total. Successfully defended the third wave. Surviving players, 3,001. Deceased players, 342. Fourth wave, 3,001 players versus weakened hobgoblins and trolls, 6,002 in total. Successfully defended the fourth wave. Surviving players, 2,700. Deceased players, 301. Jungsik survived until the fourth wave, and he said, "Just one more hour. If I can last one more hour, then I can leave with my life. Through I've used up all my authority of commands. As long as I have those bustards protecting me, my life won't be in danger." Suddenly, the sound of horn announcing the final wave reached his ears. Fifth wave. 2,700 players versus weakened Knoll, 10,800 in total. Jungsik winded in surprised as he gazed at the number of Knoll. 10,800? Why are there so many? It was 4 times that number of players, as it was the final wave. Then he said too, "I have no need to worry. This is actually a chance to set the record. I'll get stronger and rip the throats of everyone who looked down on me." With the guards he commanded and sincere hunting, he launched into the real battle. There was no need to be worried of friendly fire, allowing him to fully immerse himself and combat. That's what he thought. But all of change in a moment. 2 guards who served as meat shields were struck down by sword blows. A group that had conspired to target Jungsik managed to through the guard. They said, "There he is, the gangster bastard. The region representative is mine. We have to kill him this time." Jungsik said, "These bastards right up till the end. Block them, your bodyguard bastard. Block them." The guards, even without words, were already holding off the attacks. An order to protect Jungsik has already been imprinted in their minds. However, holding over 30 players was no easy task. Jungsik, who observed the guards fighting, quickly left the scene. And he said, now wasn't the time to hunt, since he appeared as an easy target for players to kill. The players who witnessed Jungsik's escape chased after him with fierce determination. Jungsik saying, "I just need to survive this wave, just this wave." In an instant, one person caught his eye. Black Scythe. He was the only savior who could turn the tide in the current situation. Jungsik said, "Black Scythe, I accept your offer. I'll do whatever you say, so protect me. I'm saying I will accept your offer." "Black Scythe," Ryu said, "I reject." Jungsik's face froze at Black Scythe's cold response. "I told you before, don't I, that I won't pay any attention to it. Whether you die or not, deal with it yourself." Jungsik replied, "Wait, but the offer you made. I'm saying I'll become your underling, so why are you refusing?" Ryu said, "I don't need an underling who doesn't even have authority of command." The Black Scythe coldly turned its back and leaving Jungsik dumbfounded. Jungsik said silently, That damned is he staying, he has no use for me. If I had known this, I would have accepted earlier. The players who witnessed this scene had different expressions. Did everyone say that? He rejected the offer? What a relief. I was wondering what we'd do if Black Scythe helped. Really life of the documentary. We can now kill him to our heart's content. Jungsik turned around and tightly gripped his sword and said, "Even if I die, I'll kill at least one more of you." And then Ryumin he had forgotten appeared before Jungsik and said, "You're tired, right? I've come to help you." Jungsik was taken aback by the sudden appearance of the burly figure and said, "Ryumin? Right, I had you. If I get out of this alive, I'll take good care of you." Jungsik couldn't finish his sentence. Suddenly, his vision flashed and he caught a glimpse of the sky. Then Ryumin said, "I will kill you, so you will die comfortably." Ryumin's powerful blows rained down on Jungsik's face. Before losing consciousness, Jungsik saw Ryumin, grinning like a demon, and said, "Damn it, I am being betrayed by that bastard." Jungsik's breath ceased as he lost consciousness. The message popped up. The region representative life is a documentary has been murdered. The power of the representative is passed on to the murdered. Player Ryumin is new region representative. After the message appeared, Ryumin finally ceased his punching. He raised his bloodied fist and burst into laughter and said, "Now I am the region representative. I am the king." Ryumin laughed gleefully, thinking about using the authority on Aaron. Now if I put my mind to it, I can control Aaron as I please. He looked at the Jungsik's body and said, "I'll put the auto-authority to command to good use. Don't be too mad." Didn't this happen because the boss of Jungsik's gang kept running away? How embarrassing. He simply boasted about his achievements to his gang friends and said, "Guys, did you see that? Me beating him up?" Although his friends laughed along, deep down, they couldn't help but feel uneasy, they said. "That bastard killed a person with his bare hands. Crazy, psycho bastard." The eager gazes of those around him were focused solely on him, and they said, "What happened? That's Buster, isn't he the one who was sucking up to the gangster? Did he plan to betray him from the start?" No, the target had changed, and they will try to pursue the new region representative. Yet Ryumin didn't show fear or hesitation, because he had a glimmer of truth, Black Scythe. Then Ryumin rushed towards Ryo. Ryo, who sensed something was amiss, turned his head with a puzzled expression. "What's wrong?" he replied. "Did you see the message? Now I am the region representative. I have the authority to command." Ryo said, "So? The offer you give to life is a documentary. I'll accept it. In other words, I'll do everything you say. In return, please protect me." Ryumin believed Black Scythe would agree to his offer. He overheard the conversation with Jungsik, after all. Jungsik was rejected because he lacked the power of the authority, so he will accept his proposal. Although he didn't want to get involved with the Black Scythe after that accident, he had no choice. In a life-threatening situation, there was no room for such considerations. But to his surprise, Black Scythe's response was cold. "I don't like your attitude." Ryumin was surprised and said, "Sorry?" Ryo said, "If you get on your knees and beg, then I might consider it." Ryumin snapped out of his daze and said, "No, did you not hear me? I have the authority to command." Ryo replied, "So what? What do you want me to do about it? It seems you're misunderstanding something, but the one who loses out on this is you, not me. You want my protection? Get on your knees and beg." Ryumin looked around, feeling that intense gazes of the players. It was a humiliating situation. But Ryumin didn't let his pride get in the way. He immediately set aside his pride and knelt down. "I will do wherever you say, so please use me as your underling." "I beg of you, Black Scythe," Ryo said silently. "I've seen this so many times that I am getting sick of it. However, unlike Jungsik, Ryumin has some use." Then Ryo said, "Fine, I'll accept your offer." Ryumin repeatedly bowed his head, a smile of joy on his face. Ryo said, "Stop it! I don't want to see your sorry self. As Ryumin scratched his head in confusion, Ryo stepped forward, wielding the large scythe, as if protesting Ryumin. The older players hesitated to approach, sensing Ryo's overwhelming presence. They said, "What? Is this how it ends up? Black Scythe will protect Ryumin. What if we all attack him at once? Have you not seen Black Scythe fight? Is someone who takes countless opponents at once. We have no chance against that kind of monster." The players found themselves in dilemma with Ryo standing before them. They debated whether to retreat or persist in the attack, despite kids that risks. Feeling frustrated by their indecision, Ryo presented them with options and said, "I'll give you some help with deciding. You have so choices. You can either give up on religion representative, go back like this, and hunt some monsters, or die at my hand. If possible, I'd recommend the first option, but the latter is fine as well, because I'll no longer view anyone who wields a sword against me as human." Ryo's words were the final blow. The players began to turn away one by one. Ryumin grinned, suppressing his laughter, and said, "How impressive! To think everyone would black off at Black Scythe's word. When he was foe, he was fearsome. But as an ally, there's no one more reliable. The atmosphere feels like things are slowly coming to an end. With this, we've safely cleared the 5th wave. However it thinks, and like this I'll be upsetting?" Ryo said, "Ryumin." He replied, "Yes, Black Scythe. As promised, do you what I tell you." Ryumin replied, "What should I do? Just give me the command. Use all 10 uses of command of authority and break the relic." Ryumin energetically, but moment later his face turned pale as he heard the command and said, "Sorry? The relic?" Then he said silently, "But why? And if I use all 10 commands of authority, I can turn Aaron into myself." Ryumin asked, "May I ask why?" Ryo replied, "Shut it and do as I say. Can I use 9 instead of 10? I won't tell you again. If you don't want to die, choose now. I understand. I'll do as you command," Ryo said. "And for your information, I'll designate who you use your authority of command on. Shim Sung Yu, small chili pepper, don't bother me, spring, summer, autumn. Order these 10 people to break the relic." Ryumin was surprised to hear the last few nicknames. Youngmin's gaze shifted towards his friends and said silently, "What? All my friends are included. Could it be on propose?" His friends also seemed bewildered. One of them said, "No way." Ryumin said, "Guys, I'm sorry it's Black Scythe orders, so I hope you understand." Reluctantly, Ryumin activated the power of the authority. "Don't bother me, Shim Sung Yu, small chili pepper, spring, summer, autumn, break the relic." He gave each of the 10 players the order one by one. Without questioning, they immediately rushed to the central area of the village. The 10 individuals, under the influence of the power of the authority, were openly attacking the artifact at the village's center. "Hey, what are you doing? Stop this instant! What are you doing? Are you trying to get the penalty? At this rate, it'll break. Stop breaking it. Stop this instant. Someone stop them. Just kill them." Despite the surrounding pleas, the 10 players were fully focused on smashing the artifact. Even if some of them were injured, they didn't stop their attack. Messages appeared. The relic has been broken. The main quest has been failed. As a penalty for failing for 30 minutes, the proxy of divine retribution will be summoned. Survive against the proxy of divine retribution. Cancel that time, runs out the round, will not end. Hidden subquest. Ryo laughed silently. He knew exactly what would happen next.
お前はもう死んでいる。